Get ready for Solomon's Porch Podcast. Hey, giving the glory to God. Yeah, you're hanging with Jason and Sean. Get ready for Solomon's Porch.
And I thought this would be fun. I posted this question up on Facebook or Twitter a while back.
Get for thinking.
And I was thinking, if a pastor had to come out to an intro track, what would it be? Now, our church is currently doing a series called Not Today, Satan. And I really wanted Pastor Allen to come out with Not Today, Satan by KB. Or at least the video for the bumper video before the sermon be KB's Not Today, Satan. They kind of failed me on that. Media team, you got to do better than that.
Really dropped the ball on that
They
one.
did. The
Really
ball was...
dropped the ball.
They threw the ball down.
They
said, Satan,
screw
come get
you,
it."
ball.
All right, so pastor intro tracks. If we're a pastor, what would our top 5 songs be? Now, Sam, are you familiar with the way we do it? Is we'll let you start with your number 5.
Okay.
Sean goes, I go, then you go number 4.
Right, okay.
So that's kind of the way we do it.
Okay, let me pull up. I made a list.
You made a list. That's good.
Yes,
Because
yes.
we're doing a list. That's good. So start with number 5.
Well, now, hold on a second. You are actually technically a pastor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is my legit list.
Are you a pastor?
I have been.
Okay. I'm not. So we've got 2 pastors. So I feel like it's a little more interesting to know what it is that you guys think that you would want to come out to,
Right.
as opposed to my perspective, which would be that of a congregant looking at a pastor and what I would want.
What would be cool.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I got a good... Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So number 5 has got to be "Separate Ways" by Journey.
Okay.
That you start out with the synth. You have to have the music video playing where they're playing on invisible
Yeah, like
instruments.
laser lights. Going
Oh yeah,
and everything,
smoke.
too.
You name it.
Awesome.
I come up out of the stage like Michael Jackson in his halftime performance,
or Bon Jovi,
or Bon Jovi,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
any other halftime performance.
Just make sure you do your tongue thing.
Yeah, you got to do that. Just like her, it's a whole thing. It has nothing to do with church, and it has everything to do with looking really cool.
That's the goal.
Oh yeah,
All
That's the
right,
goal.
all right.
Sean, number 5.
Well, I'm going to tell you, mine are kind of lame. I think now that he started
not.
out of the gate like that. Mine are also like all Christian too. "Me Against Me" by Project 86. There's something about that bass line right at the very beginning.
I just listened to that the other day, too.
That just kind of gets you going and pumped up. And I think honestly, if Pastor came out to that, I'd be like, yeah, dude, I'm ready. Let's get this thing started, man.
See, I'm glad Thomas took me away from the media team, because I'd be the type to just plug that in there randomly.
I'd be down.
yeah.
My number 5 is "Lord, Give Me a Sign" by DMX. I'm calling that a Christian song. That's the first Christian hip-hop song that I really loved. Just, DMX, he's got that passion, and I like the intro to that song as well, and I really enjoy it. So,
Okay.
number 4.
Number 4 is "Dance" by Jesus Culture. It's we actually play it at the church in our countdown videos.
Okay.
It's a super dancey, 4 on the floor, jumpy, like imagine the beginning of like a giant conference and everybody's walking and everybody's like partying, high fiving.
Right.
But it's a really great song. It's about dancing and being free in Jesus.
Okay.
My number 4, I felt like was almost kind of like predictable that it should be on one of our lists, and that's "Boom" by POD. Something about the movie Here Comes the Boom that makes you go, oh yeah, no, actually that would be a good track for that. So, I don't know. That was my lame excuse for a number 4.
That ain't too bad. My number 4 is "Can't Stop Me," Andy Mineo.
Oh yeah.
It's very common in Christian in white Christian America right now. Even though it's about 5 years old, but it's still a really good song, and just that the hook of it, "You can't stop." It's almost like
and that's about how far behind white Christian churches are.
You're right. You're
about
absolutely right.
Every time I go into like a church, or whenever I used to go to like youth events as like a youth leader, and I would hear them playing somewhat, Christian hip hop.
Dare you to move.
Like, it's all like old stuff, and I'm like, y'all know he's dropped like 3 albums since
then.
this song, right? And they're like, oh, okay, like. I don't know. We've always been like that.
Hey, have you ever heard of Lecrae?
Yeah.
That's about it.
I like Christian hip hop. Yeah. There's this guy. Yeah.
LaCroix.
Yeah.
He has drinks.
The water. Yeah.
It's holy water. All right, number 3, Sam.
Number 3 is "Forever," Carrie Job. Just because it's a classic. The very few songs on this planet bring me to tears every single time I listen to them. That's one of them.
So you'd go up there in tears.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Appropriate.
it's a great way to remember who God is and put the message in a good light.
Okay.
Or if you're needing more tithing and offering
Right.
to take place, that's
Right, yeah.
You want tears.
Get
so that
everybody
way people
super
feel
emotional.
to-
Right.
Oh no, there's a
Not
song
together.
by Jared Sanders called I think it's called Money.
Okay.
Anyway, number
I
three.
don't think that's Jared Sanders.
There's a lot of people
Colonel
with songs
Sanders.
called Money.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Number three.
Adrenaline by TFK, just because it is nothing but just high.
Which one is that?
I'd have to play it for you, man. It's
No, I
just-
wanted to hear you attempt to sing it.
no, definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, I can even replicate the intro to it, but and I would probably pretty much just stop at the intro. Once the lyrics start, it's okay, because it's so fast that I mean, I don't think I know the words to the first part of the song. It goes so fast, but he's just rattling off, and it just. I don't know. I have it on my workout playlist for that reason because it gets me motivated. So
my number three is the same one. Whenever I asked my pastor this morning, it was funny
this
because
was funny.
whenever I asked Sam yesterday, and I know you were asking for audience purposes, but you said, well, now is this Christian music only or secular? I said anything goes. When I asked Pastor this morning, he didn't ask clarification. He
He
said,
didn't hesitate even.
"Welcome to the jungle, baby." He's like, Guns N' Roses. That's actually my number three. Welcome to the jungle. Because sometimes you go to church and it feels like a jungle. We got so many. I mean, we're all jacked up, messed up. It's just like briars and stickers everywhere, and you're just trying to figure out what you're doing there. And yeah, so it's kind of cliche. I think some Christians probably would have thought that. But now we're at number two. Same.
Number 2 is a song called Armistice by a band called Mute Math. Mute Math is one of my favorite bands, and it just opens up with like a little percussion line, and then it comes in with a small bass, and it has this gigantic like brass horns, big band, like Armistice fanfare type thing, and every time I hear the song, I always imagine myself walking through two like giant double doors to these horns and all that kind of stuff. So, walking in, it's just horns, and then you're on the stage, and the song probably stops because I don't know what it's about, but it's not, they're Christian artists, but it's
Right,
definitely
yeah,
not
yeah.
a Christian song.
Right,
It's not like they're swearing or anything, but
right,
you
it's
just
not
let it.
Christ, it's
just
not Christ explicit.
cut it after the horns, man.
Yeah.
Just get the horns in there.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Number two, Sean.
All right, this one again was probably a little predictable for some folks. Immigrant Song.
Oh, yeah.
One. So,
I don't know if it's predictable.
Ragnarok. I don't know. I think that since Ragnarok, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, man, that's like
Their favorite Led Zeppelin
the song that you come into."
I mean, in fairness, that sequence was awesome.
Absolutely,
It was awesome.
it was pretty epic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Exactly. That's
Hammer
exactly how I see
of
it.
the gods.
Dude, you sound way
saying.
too much like Jack Black. That was Jack Black all the way. My number two was Alive by POD. Kind of cliche in a way, but it's kind of like your Boom, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
that-
both POD songs.
Yeah, I mean the chorus of that song, and it's been on so many like secular outlets too. I don't even know how you would classify. I mean, it's a Christian song, but it's really marketed to the secular world.
Yeah.
But it's just really good. It just like, I don't know. Whenever I hear it, it just kind of gives me, just a sense of freshness in the moment in a way. So I just feel like that'd be something that would really get me pumped up. Kind of hop into the stage with my cell phone because people don't carry Bibles anymore, or my notes. There we go. I got my paper
go.
notes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So number one.
Okay, number one. So this is kind of a cheat. It's not even a full song. It's a beat. There is a
Drop that
beat.
fat beat.
There is a beat that came out like 10 years ago, and it's the original Godzilla theme. Where
it's
it's like
Godzilla.
it's the one where he's like walking through the streets. It's really scary, but it turns it into just a fat beat that people have done covers of. But it hits perfectly, and it's Godzilla, so it contractually has to be my number one.
I think you're talking about the song. Is it the one that Puff Daddy remixed?
Possibly.
I think you talking about the 2001 or was it 2001 Godzilla?
No.
Okay, this is old.
We don't talk about that one.
Okay.
We don't talk. It's 98 that it came out. We don't talk about. That's not
In case
Godzilla.
anybody doesn't know,
with Matthew Broderick.
Yes,
Sam is he's
huge
a Godzilla fan.
And in fairness, and then I will let you guys
You're
go.
a fan of
but
huge Godzillas, not small Godzillas.
yes.
Okay.
I have to say though, because this is necessary. So that one in 1998 was garbage. It didn't feel like Godzilla. So
like Green
6
Lantern.
years later, Toho, the original studio, made a new movie called Godzilla Final Wars, where they bought the rights to that Godzilla from the American film company and had Japanese Godzilla beat him in a fight.
Awesome.
The pettiest thing I have ever seen in a movie. It was amazing. Anyway,
Wow.
continue.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Godzilla's
Number
the
one.
best.
Show it.
All right, my number one, Game On by Disciple. It's been used in MMA,
Wrestling.
wrestling as well. So, and it's just it's that, to me, it's that fight song that you come in and you're ready to do battle. So
Mine. I would call it a brother of that song.
yeah,
Rise
I
Up
agree.
by
Yeah.
Disciple. Just that I used to there used to be a youth group that I was a part of, or like a youth ministry type of thing, and they would always pick songs to they would try to pick more contemporary type songs, and I thought about this song one time and I was like, man, I like to just figure out a way to sign this, back when I was at BF, where we do songs in sign language, things like that, dramatize them and stuff. And I was like, man, that'd be a really tough song to do though, because it's so pumped up. You would almost have to have 20 people on stage just jumping around or headbanging or something. But and it would force the congregation to stand up because it says rise up.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to rise up.
And they have to listen to you.
So you don't have to wait for the worship leader to stand up there for a whole minute before anybody actually stands up.
Right.
And honestly, I don't like those songs.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I like that song in particular.
Okay,
but when we're in worship and the song's telling me you got to raise your hands,
Oh, gotcha.
it's like, you know what? I'm not going to now.
You're countercultural.
In fact, you know what? I'm gonna
I don't
sit
think I
down.
will.
I'm gonna sit down. I think it's a potty break. That's what I think.
Well, I mean, there's obviously something to be said for
Tell
it's
me
about
what to
being
do.
free. Don't. No, I don't think I will. I said it once and I'll say it again. That meme is hilarious. But okay, so we've all given our songs, our intro songs.
We got honorable mentions too. If you're interested, if you have any honorable mentions, we generally do honorable mentions as well.
In a second.
Okay.
But on the recording, I would just like to say that in this fictional world where pastors have walkout music, on Saturdays they do go to the Christ Dome or something and battle it out to see.
Dome.
You know what it is? It's like a group of pastors.
Two
they're-
enter, one.
No, they're all pastors of the same church, and whoever is standing at the end of the
Preaches
fight
that
gets
week?
to speak that week.
Man, that'd be awesome.
I spent the whole drive here trying to come up with a good pun that is both a wrestler name and a biblical principle.
I'm really worried about you now. I really am.
This summer, I see Sam
we
trying to
got some
organize some type
issues.
of a fight between.
I think we need to have an intervention with Pastor.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
because he's not doing this.
Do you have any honorable mentions, Sean?
Can't Stop This by Thousand Foot Crutch. Again, another one of those amped up songs. And this one is it's an amped up song, but it's also got some extra meaning in there. Take it for what you want to. Stacking Bodies by Fit for a King.
Oh, I love Fit for a King, man. They're awesome.
So
Ancient, you know what? Since we're throwing out honorable mentions, and you said Fit for a King, Ancient Waters.
yeah.
Ancient Waters hits really, really hard, and it's really good. I had okay, so the other walkout song is Jellyfish Rave from SpongeBob SquarePants. The jellyfish take over his house and have a rave in his house, and the song is awesome. So there you go. Jellyfish Rave.
I got Izzy with the song Amen. It's a song I really love. NF, Leave Me Alone. I think it'd be awesome for a pastor to come out.
That's your walkout song.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I'm done.
And then if you're doing an evangelistic outreach event, Dead Bodies Everywhere by Korn.
There you go.
Because everybody's dead,
Right,
spiritually
right,
dead.
Yeah, no, we got it. We got it. You
So
didn't have
then
to
you-